Nice to have you here as usual on our live streams. I'm Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer, and I am a 10-year entrepreneur. I talk about how to access small business grants and how you can get free money to start your business or scale your business. I've been doing this for a long time. I have won millions of dollars in grants for my clients, nonprofits, so many different organizations. And I also travel the world and talk about the importance of small business grants and grants for your nonprofit and your ideas. So, welcome into the chat. If this is your first time ever joining my live stream or watching it, thank you so much. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you will, because I'm always giving you guys some really good gems and some good information. Okay. If you would like a free grant writing checklist, which is a full spreadsheet, a list of things that you need to have before you go for grants, I do offer a free grant writing checklist. You can go ahead and visit grantfully.org. Is in the chat. It's grantfully.org. And you can download the free grant writing checklist right now. That checklist is going to tell you everything that you need to have before you decide to go for any type of grant funding. Okay. So in this live stream, I'm going to teach you what a grant is, how you can find them. We're going to go over 3 really good grants that I think you guys should be applying to towards the end of November. This is the week of Thanksgiving. So of course, I'm doing like a whole live stream every day. And that's like my Thanksgiving to you guys, right? And I'm hoping that you guys share the live and you bring in your friends, okay? Kickstarting 2026 with a free $10,000 opportunity, $30,000, $50,000, even $100,000 grant opportunity can be so outstanding for you and your growth. So many people are going for different funding opportunities. If you guys are a part of my Grantfully funding community, then that means you had access to our free webinar that we had on Saturday. If you're not, then all you have to simply do is download the free grant writing checklist, and then you'll be receiving emails from me. I'll send you emails every week of 5 grants you can apply to, and I'll send you emails of some new webinars we're doing every week. Okay, it's not the same thing. It's new. It's always like a new, topic. Okay, so this Saturday, we talked about funding. I had my friend Jamal come on. Jamal has been helping small business owners get funding on the loan and lines of credit side and all of that stuff. He's been doing that for the last 5 years. And he's became like an expert in this, okay? He knows exactly what you need to have, how to dress yourself up for the bank and all that good stuff so you can be in favor of any type of loan opportunity you're going for. Now, I'm a girl that talks about grants. I don't like debt, okay? You're looking at a girlie who has gotten $200,000 in SBA loans, and it's not fun paying it back. Okay, so I'm not going to push a loan out on you. However, I noticed in the funding, in Grantfully funding community, you guys wanted to know, what does it look like, right? What other options do you have? And so Saturday was such an amazing webinar. If you guys would like to join us on Tuesday, you are more than welcome to join us on Tuesday. It's a free webinar. Being a part of the Grantfully funding community comes with so many great perks. Like I said before, you get multiple emails, daily emails of different business strategies and business tea, let's say, that will motivate you. You also get free grant lists of 5 grants that you can apply to every week. And also you get, invited to free webinars that you can sign up for, and we can all be together in the Zoom call. Okay. All right. So free grant writing checklist, be a part of the Grantfully funding community, visit grantfully.org. All right, so to reassure you, let's talk about what a grant is. A grant is free money that you can get. If you Google, what is a small business grant? The definition is going to come up and it's going to say a small business grant is a reward, usually in the form of money. And you can receive this money from a business entity. So another business entity can be like Apple, Google, Tesla, Uber Eats, Uber, DoorDash, right? Macy's, Sephora, Ulta Beauty, all these places. You can also get a grant from your state and local government. So if you are located in, let's say, a specific metropolitan area, they might be giving out grants to small business owners. So you guys can help. It can help you scale, help you hire the people in your area. You would usually find those grants by visiting like the small business development centers or other nonprofit foundations that's in your local area, right? So you can always do a simple Google search and find some in your area. You can use LinkedIn and become a part of your community, right? Council, and see what grants they're giving out, things like that. Also, you can get a grant from another private sector, private investor, or a nonprofit that helps small businesses grow. So, what that looks like is you can, let's say, Hello Skip. If you guys have ever heard from Hello Skip, Hello Skip is a certified nonprofit organization that helps small business owners have access to grant funding and other funding opportunities. So you can visit helloskip.com. You can sign yourself up. All right. You can use my invite code Superior Shelby, Shelby with an IE all together, or you can simply click the link in the description below. And at Hello Skip, they have a dashboard that shows you all of these grants that you can actually go for. So Hello Skip doesn't like take in any income. They're a nonprofit and they use their, social media income and donations from different areas. And what they do is they give out like the grants, the money through there. Okay. So those are the three main areas that you can get a small business grant from. So small business grants and nonprofit grants can be different. You can also get a nonprofit grant from the same places, a state and local government, a business entity like Macy's, Sephora, Walmart, especially Walmart. They give out a lot of nonprofit grants, Home Depot, right? And then also from other non-profits or private investors in private sectors, okay? So that's what a grant is. A grant is free money that you can get to reassure you there's no credit checks. There's no personal information needed. So no social security, no ID uploads. You don't have to worry about your bank account information being uploaded because that is not what a small business grant's entire purpose is. The purpose of a small business grant is to give entrepreneurs that leg up, that step up that you actually need to be able to invest into your company properly and to actually scale. We living in the United States, right? The United States is such a big consumer world. And so, and also a world where you need to have a lot of opportunities. With you guys opening up your businesses from restaurants to daycares to other like foundations that you're doing for whatever have you, right? This allows you to be able to have the money to invest into your product, to your service, and then you can hire people and you can keep like scaling and also, of course, pay taxes, right? So, small business grants is so they can help you out with scaling and help you out with your idea. What happens on the back end is those companies like Apple and Google and Macy's and those other nonprofit organizations, right? It helps them out as a tax exempt. They can show on their taxes that they have donated millions of dollars in a year towards other small business owners to help them scale and to help them with their idea. All right. This is a true thing. This is not a myth. There's so many grants out here, and I'm going to show you 3 grants while we're here live on YouTube. And I'm also going to help you out. Okay. All right. So before I move forward, let me say hey to y'all in the chat because I see I am favor. You are like blowing up the chat right now. So thanks so much for being here. Hey there, what is your contact number for a consultation with you, please? The link is also in the description as well. It's always there. Yeah, the link is always there as well. But hold on one second. I'll put it in there. The number is 855-731-1487. Okay, there you go. All right, so that's that. Not going to be too long on a live stream today. I want to be very direct. So let's get into it. So now that you know what a grant is free money that you can get to start and scale your business. You don't have to worry about any paybacks. You don't have to pay anything back. 33 million small business owners in the United States. There is 33 million small business owners in the United States. And 84% of you guys actually don't apply to small business grants. And that's because you probably don't know about grants. You think grants are a myth, so you don't believe in them, or you simply don't have the time or the expertise to be able to search and then submit the grant applications. Grants are not a myth, and it's something that you should definitely think about going for when you are in your funding round, right? And if you guys don't know, there's different levels to funding, right? You have round 1, round 2, it goes like it's levels to this. When you are in a place of you are looking for funding, and no matter where you're coming from, where you are not coming from, but no matter what type of funding you're going for. So if you are going for loans, lines of credit, or even grants, it's very important that you have what's called traction. So there are 5 main questions that we actually go over. And I'm going to show you my slide really quick. There are 5 main questions that you need to be answering, even yourself, for yourself as the entrepreneur, before you decide to go for any type of funding. Okay. So I'm going to show you these questions in a minute. If you are able to actually answer these questions, and I'm going to help you answer them as well as we go over them. If you're able to answer these 5 questions, then you are simply ready for grant funding and also other funding opportunities as well. It's so cool for you guys to have an amazing idea and you want to kickstart 2026 with some funding opportunities and you want to invest in your business. Let me tell you something. Things here in the United States are getting financially challenging. And having an extra stream of income like a side hustle is not even cutting it anymore. So now it's time for you to be able to put your energy and to put your mind into something that's actually going to create that financial freedom for you. And that's going to allow you to grow and not feel like you are suffocating by living paycheck to paycheck. It's no longer cutting it anymore. You can work two jobs here in the United States, one 8 hour in the morning and one in the evening, and you're not having any time for your family, or you're not even having time for yourself to be able to start dating so you can start your own family. Why put yourself through the stress and hassle when you actually have an amazing idea that you are blessed with, and all you have to do is sit down and figure out what is it, what is the strategy that can allow me to have the money I need to invest in correctly, so that way this within the year of 2026, by this time next year, I can quit my job or being quitted like within the first quarter, and I can focus on building something instead of being under so much stress from a job or from a opportunity that I have that I'm juggling and it's not enough. So many of you guys, matter of fact, over 100,000 of y'all actually lost your jobs or are not getting paid, was not getting paid because of the whole like federal shutdown. How long are you going to continue to go through that type of situation? Because that's not showing commitment. That's not showing loyalty. You are the one that's showing loyalty to a position that, I mean, you may feel like, okay, it's worth it because of pensions and all this good stuff, but you have to think bigger. You can literally have a business that pays you well, where it's more than enough for your pension, retirement, whatever. It outruns all of that. And you have the ability to do it. And if you feel like you need help, then that is why people hire CEOs. That is why people hire business managers. That is why people hire these people as they go, so they can have another perspective. You don't build a business by yourself. That's never the case. Elon Musk did not build any of his businesses by himself. Jeff Bezos did not build his businesses by himself. As a matter of fact, Apple keeps switching up CEOs. That is not how it works. So you have every opportunity to make the decision and the choice all you want to. But things are not getting easier in the United States. No, nothing's getting cheaper. No matter how much a president or the next political administration promises that. And we have seen it more than enough how people are actually making promises that they cannot keep. So you must be loyal to yourself, and you must be loyal to your own family, and be serious. If 2025 was not an eye opener for you, even the beginning of 2025, then listen, this conversation is not for you, because you probably lost in the sauce, respectfully, friend. But if you are tired of feeling like you are in this same cycle and you're not able to like literally pull yourself up out of it, then let's talk about something a strategy that is actually going to help you do that. I'm a big advocate for grant funding because I've literally helped single mothers change their entire lives and become business entrepreneurs, and help other mothers and other families be able to grow by educating those other families about what they did. And that was off of a $10,000 grant. So if it can't happen for you, this is why I dedicate my time to come on YouTube for the last 6 years, teaching you guys about debt-free money that you can go for. So many people that pay hundreds of, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the play. And I'm going to just put it out there. Everything that you see on social media, especially like on Instagram, and I'm different. Reason why I'm different, because I'm not here selling you nothing. I'm doing nothing but educating you. So I'm not selling you nothing. On social media, you can scroll past somebody's thing on like Instagram, and they can say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do funding, get in my boot camp. That 5-day boot camp that you're going to get into, at the end of the day, they're giving you small bits and pieces, so that way you can consistently be hungry for more information. And then when you need that full-on service, you're going to have to pay for that. And you're going to have to pay for that through that person. Yes. So the whole play, I can show y'all the book, because I have Alex Hormozy's book. That's what he talks about. The whole play is you give your audience small things that'll help them, help reveal to them, like help them out. It's like peeling the layers of the onion. We'll help you We will help you solve this small problem. It will help you solve this small problem. But ultimately, the big problem is you have you got to rewire your entire house. You got to redo the entire plumbing of your house. Instead, we're just going to help you fix the sink. We'll teach you how to fix the sink for free. We'll teach you how to make sure up under your sink is okay for free. We'll teach you how to, like, we'll tell you to go to Walmart and buy this thing and put down your toilet, this fluid to put down your toilet so you can solve that problem right now. We'll teach you how to do that for free. But if you need the whole plumbing done in your house, you got to pay for that. That's the play. The play is I'm going to do a 5-day boot camp with you for free. Every day you're going to learn something. Every day you're going to be wowed. You're going to be like, wow. And you're going to actually put in, matter of fact, it's statistically proven that 85% of y'all are actually not going to do none of this stuff that you're learning within the 5-day boot camp. So I know that majority of y'all are going to ask me to do it. That's why I offer the service to do it. And I know that with majority of y'all asking me to do it, only about 5% of y'all actually have the money right now to pay. It's statistically proven. You think that as entrepreneurs and as social media people that get on, like as us, as entrepreneurs that use social media to promote to you guys, you think we stupid? We're not stupid. We sit down and we do the numbers, we create the strategy, and we know exactly what we need to be putting out there for you guys. And we know exactly how much money we would get at the end of the day. Why? Because we are strategy problem solving thinkers. That's what we do. So yeah, I'm gonna help you with the problem. You say you need funding. I'm going to tell you how to get funding for free, but I know that you're not going to have the time to sit down and do it. Why? Because you are an average American that actually have to work 2 jobs just to pay your bills. So don't forget when you get paid out of that check that you also got to pay me to do your funding, your whole situation. And y'all already know ain't nothing for free out here. I'm telling you this because everything has a play. Everything has a strategy. Everything has that. You have to have that as well. You yourself as an entrepreneur have to have a strategy and have to know exactly how you're going to make money. This is not a game no more. This is not, if we was in 2016, this conversation would be different. I would tell you, okay, you got time. It wouldn't be a problem. But we are past COVID. We are 5 years in, going on 6 years in. If you still didn't get your stuff together, I'm sorry, but you lost. And I'm so serious. Unless you made the decision today and every day from this day that you're going to be a better version of yourself every day. This is not a thing where you wait until January 1st. Them days of like, you don't do that no more. You have people that literally choose to be the best version of you. You're seeing it every day on social media. In the next 10 years, we're probably not even going to have people that are obese and plus size anymore because of Ozempic and all of this stuff. Things are changing and you have to be willing to change as well. And that is what comes with living in America. You subscribe to the fact that you have to change with the times. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. You can't get tired. You have a sense of urgency that you must always carry on your back. So that same sense of urgency, all you have to do is switch it from your job and from what you're doing and putting it into your business. When you think about starting a business and moving forward, you must know exactly what is the problem that your customers have, how it's going to solve a problem, and what that looks like. You must have a strategy. You must have a way and then actually execute on it. Because you can write things down, but not put anything towards it. You understand? All right, so this is how you figure that out. Let me show you. This is how you figure that out. Let me see if I can bring it up. All right, so is this it? No, that's not it. All right, so okay. The 5 main questions that most grants will ask, okay? This is 5 main questions that they will ask. If you can answer these 5 questions, or when you start a business or you're thinking about starting something, if you can answer these 5 questions, you're good to go, okay? Who are you and what's the problem? So when you start a business, I don't care how simple you think it is. It could be lawn care services. It can be a ride share service, whatever the case may be. It can be consulting. Who are you and what's the problem? If you start a auto care company, right? So an auto care company could be something like you clean cars, right? You wash cars or whatever the case may be. And you start a product for it. What's the problem? Why did you create the product? Why did you create the service? What's the problem? The second question is why now? What's the traction? So, what have you done? What efforts did you put in for you to be reassured that this is what's needed? I have a client right now that I asked her this, why how do you know that people, and she lives in Houston, Texas. She's Haitian and she wants to sell Haitian food. She knows that there's not a lot of Haitian restaurants. So, her name is, let's say her name is Ashley, right? Her name is Ashley from Miami, Florida, and she specializes in Haitian pastries. Okay, her name is Ashley. She is Haitian. She is from Miami, Florida, and she specializes in Haitian pastries. She lives in Houston, Texas, and she noticed that the problem is not a lot. There's not a lot of Haitian restaurants in Texas. A lot of barbecue places, a lot of things like that. Right? It's Texas. You even have African restaurants out there, but not a lot of Haitian restaurants out there. So why now? What makes her think that she can sell her Haitian pastries and patties and stuff now? What makes her think that it's going to sell? Well, what Ashley has done is she has went to different free networking events that she found through LinkedIn. She brought her pastries like for free as samples. And what she did was she collected surveys from over 70 people. She did this for about 30 days. She created a link online and she had people actually give reviews about her pastries and how people actually talked about, and she asked them questions. Would you like to have a pastry restaurant like this in your area here in Houston, Texas? That's the traction. That's what she collected information. She collected data to know and to reassure herself that this would actually work. What will you do with the funds? Believe it or not, this is a question you guys, we've done live streams before where I've actually called you guys live on YouTube and I've asked you, what would you do with the funds? And I would get something where I always get the answers of what your problem is. I need the money because I'm going to buy a new truck. I need the money because I need to do this. I need the money because I need to do that. That's not what this question is asking. What would you do with the funds means jot down, give us a list of all the things that you would spend this money on and also how much it costs. Also, explain to us how impactful it would be. Who benefits? If you received a $10,000 grant, who benefits? What's the impact? How would you receiving the money and paying for all the things that you listed before be impactful to your clients and to your business growth? It could be something like it will help us produce more, which will allow us to be able to cater to our customer base, which is majority women and young girls who have acne problems. Let's say that, for example, if you are doing a skincare brand. Why you? What's the credibility? Have you ever done something like this before? Do you have a cosmetology license in this? Do you have like a science degree in something like this? Have you been already working in this field as a barber for the last 15 years and now you want to go out and teach people how to do certain haircuts on different types of hair textures? You know what I mean? Like, what is your credibility? Why you? Why do you want to open up a lawn care service? What's your credibility? Have you worked for a lawn care service before? What did that look like? Have you worked for Home Depot before and you like always found yourself in love with these new John Deere, you know, equipment, lawn care equipment? Like, what is it that really, why you? If you can answer these 5 questions, then you are perfect for funding opportunities. And this is not just for it's not just for grants. Okay. This is also for when you are going for any other type of funding too. That's not just for grants. Okay. You got to get a free grant writing checklist. You need to visit grantfully.org. It's going to give you a list of things you need to have before you go forward. Please, on this checklist, make sure you do everything in order. So that way you don't have to, you know what I mean? Like redo steps. What's the point of you doing one thing just because you have the money or you don't have the money to do everything in steps? Because what you'll do is, my grandma used to always tell me this. If you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it a second time. That's that situation. All right. Because you'll find yourself having to do it again and you don't want to do that. Okay. So grantfully.org, you can visit there. Go ahead and download the free grant writing checklist. Join us in our free webinars on Tuesdays and Saturdays and from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. So many different conversations. No, we're not always talking about grants. We're talking about business strategies. And this is only for the people who are dead serious, who are serious. Okay. All right. So, a grant is free money that you can get. No credit checks, no personal information needed at all. You know that you can get it from any other company, nonprofit. You can also get it from, your state and local governments. Let's go over 3 grants right now that you guys can apply to that you might be in favor of. I'm going to read you all the information. And there's 3 of them. So, 2 of them I didn't look at. So we're going to take a look at it. And then one of them I already know about. Okay. One of them is a $10,000 grant that I talk about all the time that I don't want you to miss out on. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you guys and turn my camera. I've been enjoying myself actually here all week. Last week I wasn't on live stream at all because I've been practicing some some recipes for Thanksgiving, right? My grandma passed away last year. So, we don't have my granny anymore. So we got to be creative. Me and my cousins and my brother, we're all finding, using my grandma's recipes because she wrote everything down. We've been practicing so we can have a beautiful Thanksgiving together. All right. So let's see. Let's see how we can do this. Okay. This is called Venture Well. How about that? Let me see. Help y'all out a little bit. So this is called the Venture Well program. It says we help student inventors make an impact in the world. They have different ones. Apply for Pioneer, apply for Propel. You can watch the video, but this is pretty much, it looks like it's a venture accelerator. So let's read about it. It says info sessions on December 3rd, faculty staff info session December 5th, and then info session, another one is January 5th. The actual application deadline date is January 27th. And then the Pioneer Workshop starts April 22nd through 23rd, 2026 in Boston, Massachusetts. The Propel Workshop is May 13th through and 14th in Boston as well. So let's read about this. Okay, what does this do? All right, so it says the E-Team program, part of the Venture Accelerator, supports student ventures as you embark on the path you're likely to take as an innovator and entrepreneur. We help you advance your invention through a powerful mix up to $25,000 in grant funding, entrepreneurship training, mentorship by dedicated staff, national recognition, and networking with peers and industry experts. So you get 25,000. That's cool. Do you have an idea that can change the world? Every year, we award over $800,000 in non-dilutive E-Team program grants to early-stage innovator teams that develop scalable innovations which aim to solve a large social, health, or environmental challenge. Applications for the Spring 2026 cohort of the E-Team program are now open. Application deadline is January 26, 27, 2026. You sign up to receive updates as well. Okay. So the Pioneer program is, it says you'll start your entrepreneurship journey with Pioneer, the first stage of the E-Team program, through $5,000 in non-dilutive funding, which is a grant, and a entrepreneurship training workshop designed to help you discover the best market for your invention. We kickstart your potential and outline the possible pathways of your invention. So Pioneer, you get $5,000 in entrepreneurship training. This is really awesome. Believe it or not, you need the entrepreneurship training. You can get $5,000 and you can blow it all away. Why do that when you can actually invest that correctly and turn 5,000 into 5 million? Propel. So Propel for the E-Team program, it says build and test your business model. Once you have successfully completed Pioneer and build a strong foundation for advancing your innovation, you're eligible to level up and apply for Propel. Propel offers an additional $20,000 in non-dilutive grant funding and 3 months of training focused on supporting you as you build your business model canvas and make plans for testing your business hypotheses. Your new discovery can change the world. All right. So that's really cool as well. So, yeah, this is what it is $25,000 in grant funding. You get sponsored training and mentorship, networking, and national exposure and recognition. You'll be in Time Magazine for one of the best inventions list and Forbes 30 under 30. So you'll be in those reputable, credible magazines as well. All right. So you need to, is your invention or innovation a good fit? So it needs to be social and environmental impact. So what that means is your invention, it must scale to address a pressing social, health, or environmental need. We fund inventions that can solve challenges in areas including health, food security, energy, and climate change. Science and engineering based inventions. So an innovation that is different from other competing technologies. So something that's different. Um, this would not be for EV charging stations. No, that's not innovative. Unless you have a different way of how you're going to develop an EV charging station that's going to be different from everybody else. And you must do the proper research to reassure yourself that this is an innovation. It hasn't been done before, or there's not a lot like you that has the support to be able to build it. Intent to commercialize. So you have a strong commitment to exploring commercialization of your innovation. So that means commercialize. It means you want to take it all across the world. Student team identified. So teams that include 2 or more students in a faculty advisor. Okay, so that's how it works. This is cool. If this seems like it's for you, you can go ahead and visit venturewell.org and you can apply. You would start first with the Pioneer. That's the 5,000, and then once you've done the Pioneer and build the invention, done the strategies and all that stuff, then you would do the $20,000 apply for Propel. Okay, so that's how that works. Visit venturewell.org. You can read more about it. I don't want to go more deep into it, but I do highly advise that you guys take your time and really read through everything. You can take a look at the terms of service, private policy that's not really there, but terms of service you can read there. Read everything so you can reassure yourself that you have a high probability, which means you have a really great chance at getting this opportunity. Okay. So yeah, you can go through. Here you go. Application guidelines, frequently asked questions, sign up to receive updates. Entering student interviews. So you can email Sarah, okay, which is the person. So yeah, I would click through all of these to understand more about the application. I would go through the frequently asked questions, and I would sign up to receive updates. I would sign my email up. So anything that comes up, if they change any dates, you will already know. All right, American Express, Main Street America, American Express, Amex Shop Small Grants Program. So this is a small business grant program, of course, sponsored by Shop Small, Main Street America, and American Express. American Express gives out a lot of grants, so shout out to them. Providing grants for small businesses to grow, innovate, and support their local communities. This is really us for sure. So this is a $20,000 grant. So let's read. It says to help the whole point of this grant program, Main Street. You can visit mainstreet.org. It says to help small businesses grow, innovate, and support their local communities. American Express is teaming up with Main Street America this Small Business Saturday to launch the Amex Shop Small Grants Program. The program will provide an initial $5 million to fund 250 grants of $20,000 each to eligible small business owners across the U.S. Plus, every time an American Express card member shops with their eligible card at a qualifying U.S. small business on November 29, 2025, American Express will donate an additional $1 to fund additional grants. So they are giving out $20,000 to over 250 small businesses. This is the no-brainer right here. I would definitely apply to this. The Amex Shop Small Grants Program reflects the shared commitment of American Express and Main Street America to champion small businesses that strengthen communities to help local economies thrive. Applications will be open from Saturday, Small Business Saturday, November 29th until Friday, January 16th. So you have until January 16th to apply. So about Small Business Saturday. So Small Business Saturday is a day dedicated to supporting small businesses in communities across the country and is part of a larger Shop Small movement. Founded by American Express in 2010, this day is celebrated each year on Saturday after Thanksgiving in the US since its launch in 2010. US consumers have reported spending an estimate of $223 billion as small businesses on Small Business Saturday. To celebrate, American Express created I Shop Small stickers for small businesses to share with their shoppers on November 29th. You can order the complimentary stickers here. If you are a physical small business, brick and mortar, definitely order the stickers. What happens is if a person uses their American Express card, they donate that a dollar towards the grant program. They're already putting up 5 million, but they will keep putting up more money if people use, their American Express card on the 29th of November. Okay, so that's cool. To stay up to date with about announcements, you can sign up for the email list, of course. To be eligible, you have to be a for-profit, so own a for-profit, independently owned small business, operate out of a physical brick and mortar storefront. So you have to have a physical brick and mortar, be located in one of the 50 US states. So you have to be based in the United States. Currently employ 20 or less full-time employees. We're seeking proposals for projects to help your small business grow, innovate, and support your local community. Below are a couple of examples to inspire you, but we welcome all types of innovative ideas that will support your unique business needs and make positive impact on your local community. $20,000 that you can get. So the proposal examples for inspiration. So this is what they're looking for: large capital expense projects and a physical or marketing refresh. We're adding new revenue streams as long as there is also evidence of how the grant will help support the local community. Like I stated before, grants are very public oriented. Like they want to know how the public is going to be impacted. Okay, so you have to. They're very intentional about what that looks like. Okay, so support the local community. Creating or improving a community-centric space within the business, such as patio, performance strategy, stage, or area used for community gatherings or hosting events. All right, so you can read more about it. All right, they have some more resources for you, more information. You can subscribe so that way you can be updated on any changes. And you can apply by visiting mainstreet.org. Okay, so the applications will actually open on November 29th, and then you'll have January 16th. Okay, so this is like something that you guys can catch now. Right after on Saturday, right after Black Friday. All right, so Verizon. I've talked about this before. The Verizon Digital Ready opportunity is $10,000 that you can get. They have been giving out over $14 million in grants since 2021. I've loved this program so much. Don't forget that you can sign up. You have by December 10th, 2025 to submit the application. Late applications will not be considered. How you do this is you simply register. You watch 2 of their videos of their business strategies and education and stuff. The videos are usually like up to 10 minutes, 30 minutes, some of them. You can skip through it and then it will unlock and you will have the ability to actually apply, okay, to this $10,000 grant opportunity. That's how it works. They're giving out $10,000 grants to 50 small businesses. So why not be one of the 50, okay? So we just went over a $25,000 grant, this $10,000 grant, and a $20,000 grant. So that is what? So that was 25, 20. So that's 45. And then that's $55,000 that we just went over right here live on YouTube. You guys can visit digitalready.verizonwireless.com. You can go to mainstreet.org and venturewell.org as well, so you can have access to the other one, okay? All right, so I have some things that I have to do. As per usual, I'm always busy. I have business plans I have to finish for clients. I have grants and stuff, and I have my own team that I got to get together. We got to have a conversation. So I got business I need to do. I really do appreciate you guys joining me on live. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. We'll go over these grants once again, and I'll give you reassurance. If you would like the full grant writing checklist that gives you a list of things you need to have before you go for grants, you can always visit grantfully.org. Once you download that grant writing checklist, I will send you emails every week about 5 grants that you can apply to. And I will also send you daily emails of different business strategies to keep you motivated as an entrepreneur. And also, you will have the invite to come to our free webinars, which is every Saturdays and sometimes Tuesdays as well. Okay. So I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace and blessings, and enjoy your holidays if I don't see you again. And enjoy your day. Okay. Bye bye for now.